fence's literary analysis essay. A significant division in a show. In Greek plays, the areas of the show meant by the presence of the melody and were normally separated into 5 demonstrations. This is the equation for most genuine dramatization from the Greeks to the Romans to Elizabethan writers like William Shakespeare. The 5 demonstrations signify the design of emotional activity. They are work, entanglement, peak, falling activity, and disaster. The 5 demonstration structure was followed until the 19th century, when Henrik Ibsen consolidated a portion of the demonstrations. Wall is a 2-act play. The peace and difficulty are joined in the primary demonstration when the crowd learns of Troy's undertaking with another lady and of the contention among father and child. The job sports plays in each man's life. The peak happens in the 2nd demonstration when Troy should confess to having fathered a youngster with his escort. The peak to the dad-child rubbing additionally happens in the 2nd demonstration when the contention among Troy and Cory raises, and Cory leaves his dad's home for acceptable. The calamity additionally happens in this demonstration when the players collect for Troy's burial service, and Cory is at last ready to manage his hatred and acknowledge his dad's failings. The time, spot, and culture in which the move of the play makes place is known as the setting. The components of setting may incorporate geographic area, physical or mental conditions, winning social perspectives, or the chronicled time wherein the activity happens. The area for fences is a metropolitan city in 1957 America. The activity happens over a time of a while and afterward gets out ahead 7 years for the last scene. The activity is additionally diminished to 1 set, the yard of the Maxon home. An individual in a sensational work. The activities of each character are what comprise a story. Character can likewise incorporate the possibility of a specific person's profound quality. Characters can go from straightforward cliché figures to more perplexing diverse ones. Characters may likewise be characterized by character attributes, like the rebel or the maid in trouble. Portrayal is the way toward making a similar individual from a creator's creative mind. To achieve this, the creator gives the person character attributes that assist with characterizing who he will be and how he will act in a given circumstance. For example, in the start of Fences, Troy appears to acknowledge the obligations he has procured. He seems happy with his marriage and agreeable in accommodating his family and really focusing on Gabriel. As the activity advances, in any case, obviously Troy longs for escape from these duties. He discovers his departure with Alberta, yet at the expense of his marriage. The contention is the issue to be settled in the play. It for the most part happens between 2 characters, yet it can likewise happen between the person and society. Struggle serves to make pressure in a plot. It is normal the persuading power that drives the plot. For example, in Fences there is a reasonable clash between Cory's craving to play football and the failure that his dad felt when his fantasies of achievement in elite athletics were rarely figured it out. There is likewise struggle among Troy and his significant other when she finds that he has fathered a kid with another lady. Lastly, Troy's failure in sports addresses the contention between to a great extent white-ruled association, elite athletics, and a skilled individual of color who feels he has been cheated and denied of achievement. This contention gives one of the wall that secludes dark competitors from promising circumstances accessible to white Americans. Representation is a relationship that recognizes one item with another and attributes to the principal object the characteristics of the second. For instance, the fence is an illustration for the dividers that keep Troy and Bono to jail. There are wall among Troy and his family. It is additionally an illustration for the white society that limits blacks and confines their chances. In this dramatization, baseball is likewise an illustration for Troy's life. His triumphs are hits over the fence, yet his disappointments are strikeouts. This term alludes to the example of occasions. By and large, plots ought to have a start, a center, and an end, however they may likewise be a progression of scenes associated together. Essentially, the plot furnishes the creator with the way to investigate essential subjects. Understudies are regularly befuddled between the two terms. However, topics investigate thoughts, and plots basically relate what occurs in an extremely clear way. Subsequently, the plot of Fences is a tale of a dark family isolated by the misfortune and outrage of at various times frustrations. However, the topics are those of family solidarity and love and racial prejudice.